How's it going, Smart Alex? My name is TheNextGenius, and welcome to the return of answering your questions. It's been a while since I did an episode of this series, basically because, I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty lazy, and I haven't thought about doing another Q&A in a while, but, we're here again now, and this video might be a little long, because I actually have quite a few questions to answer, and thank you guys so much for sending in all of your questions. I really appreciate it. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Our first question is from Skidonic, and he says, what is the meaning of life? Oh, I've had to answer this question many a times. I'm gonna go with last time. With my answer last time, if y'all, I don't know if y'all have seen the previous episodes of this Q&A series or not, but I'm a Christian, and I'm going to answer it in my Christian view. I believe that we were put on this earth by God, and I believe that life is a test. I believe that life is a test for us to get into heaven, because, you know, I wouldn't see any other reason for living besides being tested for heaven, being worthy for heaven, being worthy to, you know, live forever up there. I mean, if you live a bad life, you're going down there, if you know what I mean. So, I think it's a test for heaven. That's what I'm gonna believe. I don't know if any of y'all have any other opinions for that, but that is my answer to that. Next one is from Coolguard Plays, which is also my cousin. My question is, what is the questioning question of questions? That's an interesting question. Are you questioning me about the question of questions? Because I'll question you about the questioning question of questions. Because that's a lot of questions in that questioning question. This one's from Navy Gaming. Question, what level is your COC? I mean, Clash of Clans, not your... Oh. I actually don't have Clash of Clans. I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, what? You don't play Clash of Clans? I used to. For a little bit. Back in like 10th grade, I think I downloaded it for my phone, and I got it, and I'm like, this is boring. I know a lot of you probably play the game a lot and really enjoy it, but I don't play Clash of Clans. I just don't see what's fun about it. Like I said, I bet a lot of you see it as a lot of fun, but it's just, I got bored with it. I never really found it very much fun. Next question is from Neb519. 2 questions. Who is your favorite YouTuber, and what is your dream? Favorite YouTuber, it's a hard decision between Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. If I have to say my favorite, I think I've been following Mark longer. But I think I like Jack a little more, because Jack is... It's not because I don't like Mark as much anymore. I think I like Jack because he's more... He does everything on his own. He works so hard on his own with everything. Like, but with Mark, I mean, he has an editor now, and he's got, like, all these things. Like, it's not that I don't like him as much, but I think I see Jack in a more genuine way, because he edits by himself, he does all this stuff by himself, he doesn't have anybody to help him, which impresses me to no end. I really think that that's a really awesome YouTuber. In fact, like, how hard he works and how humble he is. It's just, that's why I like him more. Jack is definitely my favorite. This one's from Witty Kitty. She's got 4 questions, so I'll show each one down at the bottom as I read them. How do you see yourself in 7 years? 7 years, huh? Let's see, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Me as a 25-year-old. I don't know how I'd see myself in 7 years. I'm hoping having a successful life, you know, being either, if I'm not popular on YouTube, I'll have a good career in, like, video editing, like making commercials for a TV station, or, you know, writing for a big newspaper. That's what I'm hoping to see myself in 7 years. I hope I'm not out on the street begging for food scraps. Which game that you have already played on your channel is your favorite? That's a really tough one. I really like Five Nights at Freddy's 4, even though it was really scary. I really enjoyed playing that one. I'm not sure if that's my favorite. If you're asking about, like, a series that I've finished, Amnesia. I really think Amnesia was the best, even though it was a very old Let's Play. I think it's more genuine to me because it's one of my first ever Let's Plays, full Let's Plays that I did, that I finished. Definitely Amnesia will always be a classic. I don't think any other horror game will ever be able to top the classicness of it. I think, like, there are better horror games out there, but I really think that Amnesia is definitely my favorite because it's how classic it is, how scary it is, just the first time you meet that moose man down in the sewers and later in the game. What do you think has changed with your channel since you started, good and bad? I'd have to say my ego is the bad thing, because I have made several videos in the past of me complaining about, you know, how my views and stuff have fluctuated and changed. I think that's the bad thing. It's like, as I've grown, I expect more, which I shouldn't. And that's definitely a bad thing, because I should be happy with what I have at all times. Like I stated in the apology video I made a few days ago, I should be happy even with just one view. I shouldn't be mad that, you know, if people are busy or if they've got other things to do besides being on YouTube. I shouldn't focus on that. And that is a bad thing with me, probably with my ego. I think the good thing is, like, countering on what I just said, everybody who has come to my channel. When I first started YouTube, I didn't think I'd have any supporters or any friends across I have friends across the world now, guys. I have Davey, who's in Belgium. I mean, Woody Katie, I'm answering your questions. I know you're in Norway. Tom's in the UK. Dan's over in Minnesota. I know there are people everywhere across the world that I'm getting to know. And me starting YouTube probably would not have given me an opportunity to be able to meet all of you guys. And that's the good thing that's changed with my channel, is just all the people that I've been able to meet. Like, imagine how bland my channel would be if I didn't know any of you guys. What do you do when you are not recording, editing, or at school? I like to read a lot. And I like to write. I'm actually a published author, if you guys didn't know. I wrote a book called The Legend of Roger. I'll leave a link to the Amazon download page. It's exclusively for the Kindle. So if you have a Kindle and you got a spare $5 lying around, maybe you could try it out. But there's also a sample of the book on the Amazon.com page. I will leave a link in the description to go and look at that. So yeah, I like to read and I like to write in my spare time. It's a whole lot of fun. And I suggest you start. If you are interested in writing a book or writing stuff, go for it. It's really fun. When you write a book, you can just let your imagination just flow onto the paper. You can create anything you want to from your imagination. It's your book, it's your story. Nobody's telling you what to do. This one's from Raven Rage. Would you ever consider learning Irish? Definitely. Like, knowing you, Raven Rage, and knowing Jack, it's like seeing, like, Irish stuff. It's like, I find the Irish fascinating. And I find the Irish language fascinating. And I've always wanted to, you know, learn it. And learning Irish would be awesome. Because I tried learning Spanish a couple years ago and that did not work out at all. So if I were to ever learn a new language, Irish would definitely be a language I'd like to learn. Irish is awesome. Of course I'd say Mark or Jack. You know, that'd be my first two answers for that. If I were to choose another one, I'd say Dashy. Dashy Games. Dashy is by far like under Jack, like one of my favorite YouTubers because of how hilarious he is, of how his energy is. It's like, Dashy is hilarious. If you don't know who Dashy is, you gotta go check him out. He is the funniest guy on the internet. Like, he is so funny. Collabing with him, especially on like GTA Online, would be the most awesome thing because I love him to death. He's awesome. So either Jack, Mark, or Dashy. Those are the three guys that I would choose to collab with. Here's one from the Nova Project. Would you allow Shrek inside of you if it meant world peace? Nova, I like your noble intentions here. It really depends on, like, what would happen with the world peace if, like, Shrek, I don't know, man. I've seen Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life, and, you know, I'd like to give the world peace, but with Shrek, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me give that some thought. I'll get back to you on that one. And now we have a smorgasbord of questions from Sean. There are 12 questions from Sean, but most of these are quick questions, so I'll get through these in a decent amount of time. Like I said, this is why this Q&A is going to be a little long, because we've got a bunch of questions. First question. I just have to... What is love? Oh, I've been down this road before. Instead of me doing this again. I'm just going to give you a flashback to one of my previous Q&As, and you can see my answer to that, because it'd be the exact same. Favorite, and that will never change. What is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Come on. Will the Tangled headphones ever return? Possible Bud's computer friend. Dun dun dun! Well, as you can see, the Tangled headphones are already becoming a thing. Because these headphones love to tangle themselves for absolutely no reason! What is your true goal as a YouTuber? Definitely to entertain. I don't do YouTube for money. I know a lot of people, like, try to earn revenue and stuff from their videos, but true goal, to entertain. I don't care about the money. I don't care about revenue. I care about making you guys laugh and smile. That's all I care about. That's all I ever will care about. So it will never, ever be about the money. Even if I do become big on YouTube, I won't ever care about the money. It's gonna be all about you guys. Are you a fan of Pokemon? I'm not. Like, I know I'm familiar with Pokemon, and I don't hate it, but I just don't play it. And I'm sure if I did play it, I would be a fan of it, but for right now, I'm kind of neutral about it. I'm not a fan, but I don't dislike it either. What thing were you into as a little kid? Like Club Penguin, Webkins, Pop Topica, etc. I played Club Penguin quite a lot when I was in like 7th grade. I used to go online with my friend Ben, and we'd run around. I know Club Penguin's still a thing. At least I think it is. I think my cousin still plays it. Maybe I don't know if he still has an account or not. But it was always the big thing to be a member on Club Penguin. To like you could like do all the crap you wanted. Like Club Penguin was so awesome because you could just walk around and do whatever the heck you wanted to. Because you're a penguin. You're a penguin. What game do you want to play but can't afford / get it due to what it is on? Like a PS4 game, but you don't have a PS4 kind of thing. Until Dawn, by far. I would love to play Until Dawn. I know Witty Kitty's playing that, and it makes me so jealous because I want to play it. Like, as soon as that PS4 emulator comes out, I'm definitely getting on that, because Until Dawn is awesome. I want to play it so bad. What is your favorite subject in school? I'd have to say journalism. I don't know if journalism is considered a subject, but I mean, I don't really like that many subjects at school, and I never really have. But journalism is definitely up my alley, because I really like writing and video stuff, and that's what I'm gonna major in college. I'm gonna major in communications, and it's gonna be a lot of like journalism type stuff, and that's definitely my favorite, because writing and stuff has always been my passion and always will be. Have you ever raged at a bop it or addicting app really bad, like throwing something, etc.? Flappy Bird, Flappy Bird, Flappy Bird! How long have you played percussion in your school band? I play it too, by the way. I've been playing percussion since 6th grade, I believe, because in 6th grade when my current band director right now came to my elementary school and started band class, and out of all the instruments I could have chosen, I chose the snare drum, and that kicked off me learning percussion and stuff, and now I'm a pretty decent drum set player, if I do say so myself. So, I've been playing drums for almost 6 years now. I think over 6 years. So, percussion's awesome. I highly suggest if you want to get into music, then definitely go on the drums, because they're awesome. Do you think college will cause the downfall of your channel, or will it make you work harder than ever before? Probably second, but whatever. That depends. I think it's gonna really depend on like my roommate and my schedule for college. Like I said, I'm really gonna try to continue it. I'm gonna try my best to, but like I said, it really is going to have to depend on my college schedule. I hope my channel will continue to grow through college. I hope that, you know, my classes don't cause the downfall of it, but what happens, happens. Hopefully it'll keep growing. What series do you plan to do next? Well, I'm thinking of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I'm not quite sure yet, but it's one of my favorite Zelda games, and if you like Twilight Princess, then definitely suggest it to me, because I will play it. I'm considering playing it. It's gonna be awesome, so if you want to see that, definitely let me know. Is this too many questions? Yes, but I don't mind. Thank you, Sean, for all of those wonderful questions. This one's from Henry Jones. Do you think you will get 1 million subs? Oh, I sure hope I get 1 million subs. There's no guarantee to it, but that would be a dream come true. Like I stated a couple of questions ago, I don't do YouTube for money. I do YouTube to entertain you guys. If there are 1 million of you guys out there, that would be This one is from SuperGamer88188. You gonna play Warriors of Garnish? Cake. I might. If you guys didn't know, SuperGamer88188 is the developer of The Legend of Markiplier, and Warriors of Garnish is actually another game that he has created. I might. I don't know. Warriors of Garnish, he said, is quite long. I will try my best to see if I can get to it. It depends on my time and stuff, and if other Let's Plays are running and stuff. When I finish Armageddon, I definitely probably will get to that, because I'll probably need to continue doing more RPG stuff after Armageddon. And Warriors of Garnish apparently takes place in kind of the same universe as Legend of Markiplier. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, we'll see what happens when we get there. I'm pretty sure I will play it in the future. Here's one from Dan. What's your favorite Zelda game aside from Wind Waker? You know I'm all about that Ocarina of Time. That's a tough choice. I'm thinking that Twilight Princess is probably my favorite, because I know I just mentioned it. Twilight Princess is one of my favorite Zelda games of all time, considering about how dark it is and just the style of it. It's probably one of the most epic games in the series, even though people say that Ocarina of Time is one of the best. I'm thinking it kind of battles with Ocarina of Time to be the best. I love Ocarina of Time as well, but definitely Twilight Princess. And our final one is from Sky3. How is the life of a YouTuber? Well, I wouldn't call myself a YouTuber per se, but I mean, I think it's, considering how Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie, considering their lives, seems like the life of a YouTuber is pretty good. Now, talking about my life, my life it's decent, you know. Besides YouTube, I do other things, but if you're considering like a YouTuber like me, life's fine. Life is good. Thank you for asking. I can say if I ever make it big on YouTube, I'm sure life will be a lot better and more awesome. I can just guarantee you that. And that is it for this Q&A. Those were quite a lot of questions, and I'm glad you all submitted them. Hopefully I'll do another Q&A sometime in the next few weeks, maybe month. It's awesome doing these. I love answering y'all's questions. Thank you all for sending in your questions. I hope I answered them in the best way possible. If I answered them too fast, I'm sorry, but I feel like I didn't want to make this too long of a video. So, thank you guys so much for watching this next episode of Answering Your Questions. If you liked it, smash that like button and leave a dent. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay strong, my friends. Bye! Thank you, Dan and Mano, for your question. Our next question is from Hector Vasquez. I hope I pronounced your name right. Can you give some advice to new YouTubers? Basically, in my last Q&A, there were some people that asked, or there was one, I don't remember who asked this, but they asked, any tips for making videos. And basically, I can answer this the same way that I answered them. Basically, when you're starting off YouTube, just be